name is Tina Byrne and I'm Research Officer at NALA, and what I want to do this morning, just very briefly, is run you through some of the findings from NALA research over the years. And a lot of you will be familiar with this research because particularly the adult literacy schemes would have been involved in the research. In terms of the international research, the term family research, as you will know, was introduced as a concept by Denny Taylor in the USA, and it studied the development of literacy and language at home, so outside of a school setting. And since then, the literature reveals similar issues. It hasn't really changed that much over the years. Re-literacy, particularly the role of the school, children's learning within the school and home setting, and the key role, as Fionnuala would have mentioned earlier, of parents and carers in their children's education. Parental involvement has more of an impact on educational outcomes than any other demographic measure, including social class or level of income, which might be it was certainly a surprise to me when I read that Fado. Parental engagement has a positive effect on the academic performance of children at primary and secondary level, and it results in improved school achievement, greater cognitive ability, greater problem-solving skills, increased school enjoyment, and fewer behavioural problems. And we certainly found that in our own research when we talked to parents who had gone back into education and were engaging more with their schools. It did have a positive impact. Parental literacy levels also impact, it seems like an obvious statement, on children's learning, and as the parent's skill improves, so does the children's educational achievement. However, family literacy programmes, and most of you will know this, they remain marginal. They don't have a clear policy home. No one is claiming it as yet. But it requires, both here and abroad, but more importantly here, joined up initiatives to be successful and receive policy support. And I know from talking to ALOs and tutors on the ground that the most successful family literacy programmes are the ones that network with other local services on the ground, particularly the local schools. And if the adult literacy service has a good relationship with the local school, it makes for a much better outcome based on the research we did for parents and children alike. So the key points in family literacy, thanks to our Clare Family Learning Resource Guide, are we need to affirm what parents are doing in the home. Learning is happening in the home. It might not be necessarily school curriculum learning, but there's learning that takes place in the home, and we need to acknowledge that. Encouraging parents to become more involved in children's education at an early age, be it reading to a child, talking to your child, it's so important. Building that partnership between the home, school and community. Providing parents with opportunities to improve their own literacy and fostering the notion of lifelong learning. And the key findings from the NALA research were around recruitment issues, and what we found was that an interagency approach works best. As I said earlier, collaboration between the programmes, the local schools is hugely important, and the role of the homeschool liaison officer is vital in this regard, because they go outside of I know I'm telling you what you do, but go outside of the school. They get to see the home environment, but not only the home environment, I think it's really important as well that they get to see the physical environment that some of these children are growing up in as well, and that can have an impact on children. And I don't think we can dismiss that as well. If you're living in a particularly disadvantaged grey area, it's going to have some sort of a knock-on effect.